Hey guys, it's me Charlie. Today is February 2nd, 2013, and I am doing a video on the cages that I've had for years. I got at a bird show. I just finally opened up the box, and these are the trays below. I really like these trays because they are extremely easy to clean. They're lightweight, and you could just put in the, if you live in Seattle, you'll get the stranger, and you could just put the stranger in one of these trays and it fits perfect if you open up one sheet. So if you put two sheets down, that's perfect. So these are the trays. These cages come from birdcageworld.com. And here I have 3 cages. Here is one of them. And I believe these are the 24 by 18 by 18. And they're really easy to put together. And I really enjoy using these cages. And then I was lucky to get these at a bird show for $7 each, but you have to buy the box, and each box has 6 of them. They also come with 2 cups and 4 or 2 perches. I can't remember. It's 2 perches. And of course the trays. You get 1 tray, but if you get a box, it's 6 of them. So that's $7 times 6 cages. And then you get the stands. So let me go ahead and put one together real quickly and show you what it looks like once it's put together. Alright, so the cage is not put together. I just wanted to let you guys know this literally took 30 seconds to put together. It already comes together. You just gotta attach it. And so, and the song you can hear behind me, still the same song. That's how quickly I was able to get this cage put together. So, here's a door. Here's another door. Another door. Get the 3 doors there. And then also, you get the large door for like nest boxes or for you to put your hand inside. And now for the tray. The tray here, you just slide it right in, and there's your bird cage. This is a nice, perfect size bird cage for finches, lovebirds, canaries. If you are keeping conures as a pet, 1 or 2 will fit fine in this cage because you're going to be letting them out all the time, and you can put like a play top on here if they're tame. If they're not tame, 1 conure is fine. I like bigger cages for birds that aren't tame, because you're not going to be taking them out all the time. So try to always remember to get a bigger cage for your birds that don't get to come out. But for your birds that do get to come out, make sure it's roomy enough so they can come out. You can open the door and the bird can come out. Just ask it to step up. I wouldn't recommend this for Senegals. Cockatoos are fine. Princess of Wales fine. Eastern Rosella's fine if you keep 1 of those. Finches are perfect. English budgies, regular budgies, lovebirds, parrotlets. These are perfect for parrotlets. I breed these in my I breed my parrotlets in these cages. But none of the bigger birds, and you always want to make sure you're careful with these, because some of the birds like cockatoos, they could put their wings in here at night when they get freaked out, turn their body sideways and trap their wing, and the wing could break. I've actually had a diamond dove get stuck on the back bar back there, and its wing got stuck and it never came out, and it died, and I never saw that. So when I tried to take it out, it was hard to take out, and that was really shocking. So just wanted to show you that I like these really nice cages. If you use them for button quails, I suggest that you get something for the bottom of this, because you don't want your button quails to walk on this and fall through constantly because they're delicate little feet. But put down some kind of a mesh. Like you can go to Home Depot and you can get one of those mesh that you can cut out to the top of this cage. So what you do is you put it right on top. You cut the mesh to fit this on top, and then you trim it just a little bit, like about this much, because when you put it in here you want easy access to get inside and to be able to lay it out nicely, and it'll be squared so the little button quails can walk on it, and they walk on it perfectly. It's perfect. Put your nest box in one corner. You could stick your little food dish in there if you need to. On the outside here you could put calcium, grit, and charcoal mixed together, and on this side you can put your vegetables. And then try to use like a rabbit bottle, like one of those Walmart clear bottles that are like $1.79, and it has like this little black hook that hooks on the outside right here, and it hangs all the way down, and the little let me open it up, the bottle just kind of hangs like this, and the thing stays right there, so that way they can drink water. It's the little nozzle. So this kind of cage is perfect for like a pair of button quails, maybe a trio of Coturnics. Some people keep a Serama in this, a really small micro, maybe a class A. So I think that's it for this video. Just wanted to share with you guys, and I'll put the rest together. It'll literally take me 30 seconds each, and I will show you that next. Alright, so I just wanted to show you now that I got the cups put in, and these are like the little clear cups. And I love these cups because they're clear. And then of course you get the two perches. You get the lower one if you want to put it lower, and the one above. And then I got my little model baby in here. He's just a baby, so he's like, what are we doing in this cage? So let me get him real quick. Come here, baby. Come here. He is nervous about this. I know. Here he is. We are putting some cages together today, so we're making a big mess. So that is what one cage for a parrot looks like. Look how big the cage is for a parrot. And you guys, if you own a parrot, you know what size they are. And parrots are really small, as you can tell. See my hand? Oh, poor baby. I know I'm making you nervous by using you. Oh, poor baby. Here, go up here. I'm going to put you back in your brooder. Okay? Okay, I'll hold you. Put him on my shoulder. So I got my 3 cages set up already. I'm not going to be using the perches because I'm using these cages for my button quails. I will be using the dishes. So as you can see here, I got my first cage, second cage, third cage. These cages are pre-put together for you, and all you got to do is put them together within 30 seconds, literally. Literally the side falls sideways, snaps onto the bottom here for the grill below. And both sides do that. No tools, nothing, just your hands. And all you got to do here is just put these together. Now, you do use a tool for this part here. You do take some needle nose pliers and you squeeze this to keep this permanent. You could do that. I'm not going to unless I feel like I need to, because these cages, I can take them apart and put them back away. But because they're for the button quails, they don't get moved as much, these cages. But just wanted to show you. So these are about 24 inches wide, 18 inches long, and I'm going to turn the camera sideways, 18 inches tall. So if you have a play top that you can buy at PetSmart or Petco, you can place it right on top of here. They range between $15.99 to $19.99, sometimes even $25.99. And it's a little play top for cockatiels, lovebirds, any small birds. So I just wanted to share this with you guys. And thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you like. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Here are the extra containers. So I just wanted to go ahead and share with you guys also. This is the plastic material type of kind of like cage wire. It's like chicken wire. And as you can see, it's really small openings. And it's very flexible. And you can just cut this out for your bottom of your cages if you're going to do button quails. And also you can use this, I would not buy the black one because it costs more. This one I believe is $20 for this whole roll. It was bigger, it was about this big. But, that big. And I used a lot of it already. But if you buy the green one, it's $9.99. It's a dark green, which is what I have in my chicken coop. If you guys look at my chicken coop, my pens that I have for my Seramas. But this one here is the same length, but it's $19.99 because it's black. So if you're going to do something that you're not too crazy about the color, just do this green one. If not, this black one, I mean. Or, sorry, if you want more, if you want to pay more and you want to use this one, that's fine. but it doesn't really matter on the color for me because the dark green looks really good too. So I think that's it. Alright, so let me go ahead and show you also another thing. It's hard to show you on this cage what I'm showing you here. So let me put this against a white background. This is the soft material white mesh. I get this at Home Depot. It's soft. It's like a rubber material. And what I do, oops, sorry for the fast movement. I kind of tripped. I put this right on top of the cage, the roll, and then I just cut it out. And I cut it to the top of this, and I leave about 1 bar joint all the way around. So that way, when I go to put it in here, you want to make sure you take out your cups. And the part that is facing downwards, see how that curves downwards? Go ahead and face that down when you put it in here. Now I'm doing this with one hand, so it's kind of hard. While there's no birds in here, it's easier, but when you have birds, it's not so easy. So how fast that was? Now look, the little guys can walk right on top of here, poop right through it, and this will keep their feet from getting poop on it. And now you can go ahead and add your food dishes back, or your water dishes, whatever you decide to use this for. I suggest to use, like I said in the last part, to use these for dry materials or even your vegetables and grains. And so that's it. And then on the bottom, like I said, the stranger here in Seattle, you open up one sheet and look, it fits right in there perfectly. So I put 2 sheets in here facing downwards, and voila. The other thing I like to do also is put pine shavings in here. I like to just throw like 2 or 3 handfuls in here, maybe 2 handfuls. The only bad part about that is that button quails, when they flap their wings, it'll scatter a little bit. But if you just throw it right on top of here, and if you want, get a spray bottle, mist it real fast, just like maybe 5 mists, not too much, it'll stay down. Put it in there, it'll smell nice. Plus, it absorbs a lot of the moisture from the poop. So when the poop goes right through here, it'll fall down and it'll absorb so much quicker. So that's it. Don't know if there's any other information for you guys, but that is basically how I am setting up my button quails, and I like it. So I prefer actually a substrate on the bottom where they could actually walk on and bathe and poop, but it's a lot of work. So this way I can just go ahead and pull this tray out, take the paper, put it in a bin to break down, and throw all the poop and all the material that's in here into another bin, and that way I can make my own compost. Alright, so I think that's it on this part. Alright, so on this part I just wanted to show you the trays that I use. I'm not too crazy about these because they're mainly for Coternic eggs, so if you guys breed Coternics, these were perfect. This is made of a cheap plastic material. So what I do is when I have these cages put into the racks, you know, the what do you call them? The things that are like this in a way, these shelf units. I put this right on top, maybe in the middle, and there, trying to get it. And then what I do is, if I have some, let's just say I have a trio of Coternics in here, like some Italians. I go ahead and I stick my hand in here, I grab maybe the eggs that might be in there, just pretending there's eggs in there, pointy end down, I go ahead and put it in here. And see how they fit perfect in here? Those fit perfect, and I can re-grab them. But the button quail eggs are just way too small for these, but I still use it. Let me grab a button quail egg. Alright. I hope this one's not. These aren't ones that I'm using to sell. These are smaller, and look, they fall right in there. Now the reason why I use this is because there's a little gap right here between each cage when you put it on the shelf unit, and this is day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. After 7 days, if I'm going to use the egg for incubation, I need to use it right there. But if I'm going to be shipping you eggs day 1, 2, and 3, these are the 3 days that I will ship you eggs. Anything after that, I try never to ship. There might be like 5 hens laying, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, day 1. Day 2, another 5 or 4 or 3, whatever they lay. That way I can take this group of eggs and sell them to you and add them with the other cage eggs that I have of the different mutations. So if you buy eggs from me, it's better to do the mixed variety instead of just the one type that might be in here, Two reasons. Mixes faster, but the reason why I do separate my button quails, even though they don't really breed true, so you're not going to be able to just get all black-faced, red-breasted. They're going to have different mutations, even white. But I do have pure whites that only give me pure whites, and my silver red-breasted also give me silver red-breasted. Sometimes they'll give me a white baby. But these are just some containers that I use. I have a bunch of them that I'm using right now. And I just ordered them from a website. They were really super cheap. Eggcartons.com. Matter of fact, if you guys want, I think there's a number in here. Let me read it if I can. So if you guys are interested in, call 1-888-852-5340. And it looks like this number, if I can read it, it says number ETPLQ-72. Eggcartons.com. Don't know if I can pick that up. There's water on it, that's why. Don't even know if I have the right setting. It's hard to read, but I told you guys so. I'll put it in the description. I think that's it. So I just want to share that one more information with you guys. Alright, just to give you a quick example, this is the cage rack that I was talking about. I got it in black and white, and I don't like using the bottom one, but I'll show you what I like to do if I do use it. The second one, this actually doesn't go there. I'm using it temporary for the baby button quills and the harlequins. And then you have the one on the very top. So this literally is really tall. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4. You could breed parrotlets in each level with all the same cages, and I really like the way the white and the black looks together, but you can have it all white, all black, doesn't really matter. And the good thing about parrotlet breeding is that if you have a pair of parrotlets here, one here, not this cage, and one up here, none of them can see each other, but they can hear each other for breeding. And this is a perfect little setup for parrotlets or parakeets, lovebirds, but the parrotlets are the ones that really need this setup more, because you can't breed them with them looking at each other, because they'll spend all their time fighting through the bars of the cage if you keep their cages next to each other, and they won't mate, and when the female lays her eggs, she'll lay infertile eggs. So you'll see right there, that's where I keep these trays on each level, one here, one here. Once I replace this cage, there'll be one there, and then one up there, even though it's really high up. This is literally, yep, this is like as if I'm stretching my hands over my head. That's how tall it is. So, oh, the lamp. So these lamps here were modified. They've been cut. It has a clamp. And just temporarily I have this in my bathroom. So what I did is I attached a new wire and plugged it into the wall. And you can actually take this one, put it on the lower part for the best lighting. You could buy some good quality bulbs and use the UV bulbs, or you can use regular bulbs. I suggest if you're going to use bulbs and not have any good quality ones, just use like the curly lights, the highest wattage you can find, and that way you'll have a low wattage but brightness, and that way they can give you eggs every day. Between 12 and 14 hours of daylight will give you eggs. These come from the baby buttons that are now 6 or 7 weeks old. That's my harlequin hen. And my harlequin male right back there. There he is. These guys came out really tame and sweet. The lighting's not very good in here, so you can't see what I mean. This is just a little quick setup for them. I'm just going to put them in their own cage. So, just wanted to share that with you guys. Let's do a little bit long one. Hope this comes out good with the side turn. There you go.